Hey, welcome back to another episode of Out of the Box with Shakey Dave. That's me, brought to you by Resin Maniacs. Today we got a nice little piece for you from Forbidden Zone. Little Ygor, or Ygor if you like to pronounce it correctly. It's based on, Bela Lugosi from Son of Frankenstein. And what I believe is Bela Lugosi's best role ever. Arguably the best role ever. So, let's see what we got going on here. Let's open up the box. Now, when I first got this, it was packed well, I have to say. We're trying to unpack everything in front of you from now on, but, I already got my mitts on this. So, we are looking at nice 4-piece kit here. The likeness was sculpted by Gabriel Marquez. He is a long-time name to the hobby. And we're looking at a simple disc-style base, nameplate, which, I'm not really a big fan of, but it's still, it's fine-looking nameplate. Ygor, and a nice acrylic rod. So, and simple, drill a hole in there, drill a hole in there, and go. So, checking it out and looking at the piece, the likeness is on the mark. It's everywhere. Everything looks great. The teeth, I really like how the teeth protrude just enough because, you always saw it, and then the nice broken neck is sculpted in. Bushy beard, thick hair, great texturing on the shirt. And he has that trademark, just little evil, sly kind of almost grin sneer that he had, so, that he did so much in the film. This is a really stellar looking piece. Marquez, you'll know that on the back. Marquez is sculpted in the base, so that'll help you keep an eye out for any fakes out there. Again, the base is just simple. They do a quarter scale line of classics, and all the bases are, simple disc and rod. And it's a nice, easy display because it just keeps attention, on the piece where it needs to be. And you can set the height of the bust as to where you like it and place the nameplate. Or you could kick all that aside and make a nice broke it because, he lives in the rubble of the old laboratory. So you could do some rubble, or you could stand on here and set some rubble up in little pieces like that, and maybe some rope going around it. It is on the casting end because Forbidden Zone produces and does all their own casting. The castings are really great, really clean, very easy mold line, just running over. You can see a little bit right there in the hair, and essentially, I'd say cleanup on this would be a snap. A couple little tiny air bubbles that on the bottom there that really don't even matter. And we're looking at this piece is $75 shipped in the U.S., so there's no extra for shipping. So whenever a kit comes like that, it's a $10 kit with $65 shipping. $10. You can't fucking beat that. Shipping's a bitch, but $10 for a bust? Come on. Nah, 75 ship. And you can contact the good guys at Forbidden Zone at fzinfo at forbidden-zone.biz. Again, that's fzinfo at forbidden-zone.biz. Check it out. They keep this piece available. It's really well sculpted. The texture on the shirt to the leather, because he has a nice bunch of little niches and dicks and dings in there. So what Gabriel really captured in this too is basically the differences in everything. I can see the cloth to the leather, nice crow's feet, and the way he did the bottom of the eyelids just going up. He looks just like excitedly maniacal, and he's happy about it. This is a great piece. And it's definitely worth a pickup, especially if you're a fan of Bela Lugosi and the best role he ever played. Because, I mean, he's known for Dracula, but I think this is probably Lugosi's best role. Well, the Black Cat was good, too. So, but anyway, contact the good fellas at fzinfo@forbidden-zone.biz. And if you'd like us to review anything you're about to produce or get out there, you want a little light shined on your new kit, get a hold of us at Resin Maniacs on Facebook. Send us a PM, send us a shout out, what have you. And as always, thanks for tuning in. And if you like what you're watching, click the like button on the YouTube or on the Facebooks and subscribe to either or both or all. Thanks again. And if you're not a Resin Maniac, that's not our problem.